switch the nozzles from the WD-40 or?
6:31, I see that we have a quorum. If you please stand, we'll say pledge allegiance. Bill, you don't have to stand up.
Oh, he's still standing.
He's still going to stand up. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
May God have mercy on our souls.
First item on our agenda is approval of minutes. Everyone had a chance to look at the minutes? Any corrections or additions to the minutes?
I'll move to approve the minutes.
Jason Maxwell moves to approve. Do we have a second? Bill Rumball seconds. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next item is approval of agenda. Any additions to or corrections on our agenda?
Oh.
Yeah, we have the one continuance, C, is continued until next month, the Kitchen Road one.
I'll move to approve the agenda.
Moves to approve. Do you have a second?
Second.
Mr. Rumball seconds. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. We'll move on to new business. We have a public hearing for petition MIP 2409. I believe it says Rodney Parrott on your comments, but they are going to have a Mr. David Peters, Overland Engineering, on behalf of DGOG Eminence. It is requesting a one-lot minor plat. The property is located at, says 0 State Road 42 in Adams Township, and it's Zone Ag. It's just on north edge of the Eminence High School. Mr. Peters?
All right, thank you. My name is David Peters. I'm with Chamlin and Associates, representing the Overland Group. We were the surveyor on this project, and we are requesting construction of a Dollar General store on State Road 42, just north of the high school. I can answer any questions or anything you guys need.
This is going to be right parking lot, your parking lot will be right next to the schools there?
Yes, sir, just north of it, yep.
But I saw it, I think.
Yep.
There it is.
All water drainage issues okay with it?
Yep, everything looks good. It's going to be serviced by a water line extension. The sanitary is going to be a septic system. And then as part of the property, there will be a drainage detention on the southwest side of the property that will outfall into the ditch just south of that. The store is about 10,640 square feet, which is about a standard size for this type of store. It'll have 35 parking spots. Business hours usually from about 8 in the morning till 9 or 10 at night, depending on the location. Lights will shut off shortly thereafter, after the employees leave for the evening.
Is that Morgan County rural water?
What's that again?
Morgan County rural? Is that
Yes,
what
sir.
you got?
Yep.
That standpipe that's across the high school over.
Say it again?
The line ends right about where you are. You're going to go over that standpipe that's up in the air over across under the road?
For the water?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll extend it just north of the high school to this property, yeah. Yep.
Hey, Bill, we need you to pull your mic a little closer to you.
What was that?
Pull the mic a little closer to you. Amber's having a hard time hearing you. Are you doing the drainage also?
Yes, we will submit the required documents to the state.
Okay.
Same to NDOT for the right-of-way.
Now, your driveway permit had to come from the state, correct, off of 42? You have to get a state permit for your drive?
Yep, for the driveway, state permit for the septic, state permit for the right-of-way. And then, yeah, same for the septic, if I didn't mention that yet.
Okay.
Was that going to affect them at school wanting to progress north?
I mean, directly north, this will be just north of the parking lot. So past that, everything else is zoned ag in the area still.
Well, I know that, but if you ask Emirates if they got any plans of building on that land, buying that later on? Or you just-
Not to my knowledge, no.
They've got a lot of ground behind.
Well, I know, but I didn't know where they go. I don't know, I'm just asking, because they got ground behind, but they don't have much road frontage. So maybe they might want to go forward, but I don't know, I'm just asking a question.
Sure. I mean, across the street is still there.
It goes in and out.
Okay. So across the street, there's some road frontage still, and then, further north of this potential development, there'll be some more north of that.
And see, it's 2.324 acres.
Yep, 2.34 acres. It's about 337 feet by 300 foot square, or rectangle, in theory.
Any other questions? No? Not hearing any. Thank you.
Thank you.
Got anyone else? We have no one else signed up. And the rest of them, do you have a report? Anything you'd like to add, Ms. Parker? All right, well, this closes the public portion of our hearing. It's open for discussion and/or a motion.
I'll make the motion that we approve MIP -24-09.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Mr. Patrick? Seconded it. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. We'll move on to public hearing for petition Z-2406, which is Mr. Peters once again. This
Okay.
is the same property we just discussed. So they're asking for a rezone from ag to B1.
Yep, so same scenario here, just a rezone to B1 to allow the business to move in here. So we will build the building, and then once the building is complete, Dollar General will then lease that building, is how this will work. We think it's going to be a great addition to Eminence and for convenience. If there's any other questions, I can certainly take them.
Oh, I forgot to ask you, how soon are they going to build?
Usually after everything gets approved, it'll start in a month or two, and then they go up pretty quick. So I
Yeah,
would say
they go
by,
up.
by late spring, summer next
Okay.
year.
I just was curious.
Yep.
Yeah. Any questions for the rezone? No?
Move from the architectural committee.
And once again, no, thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No one signed up against or interested, so this closes. We're not even going to ask Ms. Parker, because she made her comment earlier.
Just to, clarify for you, there is another B1 in the downtown area, so this is certainly compatible with that. B1 uses are for local, small towns like this to provide the commercial needs.
His downtown's quite a bit B1, right? Right downtown Eminence? Yeah. Okay. All right, this closes our public portion of the hearing. Floor is open to discussion or a motion.
I'll make a motion to forward a favorable recommendation for B1 on item Z-2406 to the commissioners.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Maxwell, second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Our next one has been continued, so we will move on to public hearing for minor plat MIP 2411. John Larison with Hollow Engineering on behalf of David and Tammy Walls is requesting a one-lot minor plat consisting of 3.9 acres. The property is located at 5040 State Road 44 in Green Township and is zoned ag. Mr. Larison?
Thank you, John Larison, Holloway Engineering. We're at 100 Professional Court in Mooresville. And I'm here tonight with Tammy Walls. Tammy and her husband David live at 940 State Road 44. They've purchased the 21-acre Gray family parcel and farm. They intend to and would like permission to divide 3.9 acres out with the house. That basically the house and drive and all of that yard that you see surrounding the house and barn and the woods to the east, over to the property line for their other home. And their intention is to sell this to their children and maintain the remainder as a farm. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have.
Any questions? No questions? All right. Thank you, Mr. Larson.
Thank you.
Tammy Walls, would you like to speak? No? Okay. Have no one else signed up? Ms. Parker? All right, this closes our public portion of the hearing. The floor is open to discussion and/or a motion.
Motion we approve MIP-24-11.
Mr. Hell makes the motion to approve. Do we have a second? Mr. Rumball seconds. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Did we hear it? It did not show up. What's the board's thoughts? You want to wait till the petitioner shows up, or
I'm
Moving his own
fine with
lot
it.
lines, go ahead and do it.
just do it?
Your very simple request. I know.
The council wouldn't do that.
Isn't about money.
Sorry. I just had to say it.
Tough crowd. Okay, so what we have is,
Oh, let me read it first. I didn't read it, so
oh, I'm sorry.
hang on. This is public hearing for petition RP 2412. Roy Terrell is seeking to vacate 3 lots and replat them as 3 lots with a shift in lot lines. The property is located at 1727 and 1792 Center Valley Road in Clay Township and is zoned R2.
Now, okay.
State your name and who you represent.
Oh, Laura Parker, Morgan County Plan Director, representing Roy Terrell. I do not know why he's not here. I had reached out to him last week. He got the information. I don't know if something came up. So this is a fairly straightforward request. Otherwise, I wouldn't be asking to go ahead and have you consider it. As was described, this is a 4-lot minor plat that was done quite some time ago. And since then, it's had 2 replats, which created the lines that exist today. As explained in my staff report, the petitioner wants to shift the lot line from Lot 4 over to the east so that he can have more room for himself to build a pole barn where it won't cross property lines. So he does own all the lots, so this was his opportunity to just replat.
I don't know why that keeps
Backwards.
doing that.
And provided you with an illustration that shows you the existing lot line highlighted in yellow, and then where it's being shifted to in pink. The two other lots, Lot 2 and 3, will still be in conformance with the R2 standards, even with that line being shifted. Their septics are still on the property. They don't create any setback requirements. So there were no issues in terms of compliance with this vacate and replat request. And I'm very happy to answer any questions that I might know.
Any questions? I'll say that lot 2 is pretty small. The septic's on there?
Yep, I confirmed it with
And
the
the building?
surveyor.
The building and the septic?
The building was fine, and that's what I asked about the septic, and he said it's all on there.
Okay. So that's a pretty small piece of property.
I know. It was, I believe that those first two in the front were built in 91, if that tells you anything about what might have been required back then.
Yeah. Okay. Any questions? No? Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Well, do we have anybody else? So this closes the public portion of the hearing. Any discussion or a motion? Hold on. To get your septic and your house, yeah. Yeah.
I'll go ahead and move that we approve the vacate and replat for RP-24-12.
Do we have a second? Mr. Rumball seconds. All in favor, say aye.
I'm gonna abstain.
Mr. Hell wants to abstain.
I don't like that too. I'll vote against it even. It don't matter.
Okay, you want to
put me
against?
either way.
Mr. Hell against? Yeah, vote against it, Kenny.
That's fine.
All right, motion carries.
I don't see how.
Well. We'll move on to a public hearing for petition RP 2413. Shelby Tackett Campbell is seeking to vacate 5 lots in Painted Hills and replat them as 4 lots. The property consisting of lots 771 through 775. They're located at 0 East April Court in Jackson Township and is on R2. Ms. Campbell, please state your name and your address for us, please.
Sure, Shelley Campbell, 3058 Bayberry Court, Carmel, Indiana.
Just explain kind of what you're trying
Yeah,
to do.
for sure. I have 5 lots at Painted Hills, and in order for me to have septic out there for the lots, one of the lots, it was determined by Bobby at the health department, it would be suitable to put septics on the lots. So what I'm asking is that Roth Droplik helped me do this, obviously, is to take the 775 lot that's across the street and divide it in half and assign half of it to 2 of the lots and the other half to the other 2 lots. So the replat would basically take 5 lots and make it 2 buildable lots.
I know Painted Hills has issues with some of the lots are unbuildable out there because of the terrain and such. the topographic part of it. Any questions for Ms. Campbell? No? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else signed up? No? No one else has signed up, so Ms. Parker, you'd like to add anything? So that makes 2 buildable sites, is that what that'll do? And the septic will be big enough for both sites? Yeah. Okay. Any questions for Ms. Parker? No? Okay, thank you. This closes our public portion of the hearing. Any discussion or a motion?
Kenny Hill makes a motion, we approve the vacate replat request for RP-24-13.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second? Destin seconds. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. We'll move on. Jason's he's got to go listen to a choir sing, so. Mr. Pete, anything to report? Nothing to report? Anything you'd like to add to us, to the meeting? I think that's, okay. All right, well, that's all we have. So, I'd like to wish everybody happy holidays and enjoy it. And don't eat too much, okay? I will call for a motion for adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
Second, Mr. Mitchell, all in favor, say aye. Meeting's adjourned. Thanks, everyone.
Does it want us to perform yet?